Hey guys, welcome to my video. For today's tutorial, I will be teaching you how to crochet for absolute beginners. I get questions all the time on how to get into crocheting, what do I need to know to start crocheting, and I want this video as well as this page we're looking at on my website to be an all-encompassing tool on how to help people start crocheting. So, like I said, we're looking at my website right now. I have a Learn to Crochet tab at the very top. And then in this tab, I have a playlist on my YouTube channel. It's going to be featuring more beginner tutorials that I have made. I will have that listed down below. But then I go into the steps on what you need to get started crocheting. So I thought we would go over that in this video. And there are 5 things that I want to go over specifically that will be helpful if you want to learn. So what you're going to need to do first is if you want to start crocheting, you're going to need tools to do that. And in this video I'm showing right now, I go over yarn, hooks, scissors, and stitch markers. But realistically, what you need to take away from this video is you're going to need a crochet hook and some yarn. And I would say do not go too thin with your yarn and too small with your hook. And on the opposite side, I would say do not go too thick with your yarn and too big with your hook. You're going to want to find a happy medium. I use medium weight yarn and I use a 5.0 or a 5.5 crochet hook, and I stay right about there, and that's what works for me. So you're going to need to know what works for you. So 1, you're going to need those tools. 2, you're going to need to know how to make a slip knot. A slip knot is the most basic thing that you will need for every single pattern. It is how you get your yarn on your hook. So I have a tutorial on how to make a slip knot 3 different ways. You can find what works best for you. I will have that listed down below, but that's going to be the first step to get your yarn on your hook to start crocheting. 3, you're going to need to know how to make chains. Chains are very easy once you get them down. And you're going to have to practice with your tension. I will say when I first started crocheting, my tension was very loose and then it tightened up over time. And that just comes with practice. You're going to have to figure out what works best for you on your tension, and you'll get it down eventually. You can't really teach tension. You kind of have to just figure it out on your own, and everyone's tension is a little different. So you're going to make your slip knot, put it on your hook, and then you're going to start making chains and practice making those chains. Once you get your chains down, you're going to want to know how to make stitches, and you're going to start with the most basic stitches. I have a tutorial on how to make the single crochet, half double, double, and triple crochet. Those are all the most basic stitches you can know when wanting to crochet. I will have that listed down below. So you've got your tools, you made your slip knot, you put that yarn on your hook and started chaining, and now you can practice making your stitches. And then I have other tutorials on here that are helpful, how to count chains and stitches, how to skip stitches, changing colors. Those all come along with time. I would say they're still beginner friendly, but it's more along the lines when you get into crocheting. What I'm teaching you right now, these 5 most basic things are going to get you into start crocheting. So this is going to be the last one I want to go over, and it's going to be how to read crochet patterns. This is so helpful when crocheting. I had to teach myself how to read crochet patterns back in the day, and it was so annoying having to teach myself. So in this tutorial that I put together, I go over one of my crochet patterns. I break it down on how to read it, on the abbreviations, and crochet patterns are all different from every creator. We all make them slightly differently. So I wanted to go over how one of mine would look. And it's very easy once you get it down, and we use abbreviations in the crochet patterns to make it easier to understand and read, because you don't want to be learning something and then you have a wall of text to go through. It's going to be the most basic stuff on how to break it down with abbreviations. So the 5 things that I wanted to highlight when you want to start crocheting: you're going to need some yarn and a hook. You're going to need to know how to make a slip knot. That's going to be how you get your yarn on your hook. You're going to practice making your chains. Then you'll start practicing making your basic stitches. And then from there, you'll learn how to read crochet patterns and start making patterns from there. I really hope this tutorial was helpful. I really hope I broke it down in an easy way to understand. If you guys want any help or if you want any tutorials from me, let me know. I take requests and I will throw those into my rotation and try and be as helpful as I can, getting tutorials out to you that you want to see that would be helpful for you. So I hope this tutorial breakdown was helpful on how to start crocheting. Please like and subscribe before you leave, and have a great day.